Mike Perlack here to entertain you with the help of James Taylor. Actually, every time you hear something about him on social media, it's very hard. It's very, you don't really hear too much about one of my favorite songs from the guy. Little ditty that goes something like this. Come, 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 come. Yeah, yeah. Come, 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 come. Yeah, yeah. I'm your you, fill in the blank. You'll come trotting to me. I think I can get around this whole ownership debate as long as I alter the stuff enough. I think the intelligent people will know what the hell I'm talking about or what I'm referencing. Last week I was also listening to Don McLean, American Pie dude. Actually, an album called Love Tracks, and there's a song on there called Dust for Blood. And it's got me thinking, yeah, Dust for Blood. Yeah, our leaders keep going the way they're going. That's all they're going to get from we the people is dust for blood. Going to become a regular Mad Max Fury Road. You remember that movie, Mad Max Fury Road, starring that actress? My ma likes her. Something with a TH. I don't remember her name, but my ma likes her. My ma being a more traditional feminine woman, she can't get past the whole bald one arm thing though. And one of these days I'll have to try to explain to her, Mom, it's an apocalyptic story. What do you want? And she's like, no, she was so beautiful in that other movie. And she'll argue and like, okay, all right, Mom, whatever. But I still say that movie is not that far-fetched. The plot line of that movie. Hopefully, the story told in it will never come to pass in the real world, and life becomes about survival. And I don't think the people of such a world are actually thinking about intimacy. They're only survival. But it's really not that far-fetched because some sad loser can't handle healthy, fair and free competition. Yeah, some sad loser can't handle free and fair competition, so he keeps all of life's pleasure for himself and hoards all life's necessity for power. Kind of like, our current political climate. The BS legalized weaponism going on. So, to limit Trump's campaign time, because someone might hear something and then think for themselves the very thing that the elitist powers that be don't want. But anyway, that's basically the plot of that movie, Mad Max Fury Road, in a nutshell. But, the more I think about it, I would not be a good leader. I'm better now, but I still have the tendencies of a pushover. Another term for it would be wishy-washy. That's what Charles Schultz would call it. But yeah, who wants that in a leader, really, Another point of this video is just to further elaborate on some of the video shorts I put out recently. The one about, and again, I'll have to speak in code, that thing that happened in September, the second year of the first, or the new millennium. I gotta say, as a free-minded human being, that Flight 90, the third number in the numeral system, that flight, I would have taunted as a free-minded person, I would have taunted the pathetic loser I'd be like, yeah, you fail. You're a loser. I'm going to die, but I destroyed you first. You're not going to get your little reward in the afterlife. I would have, I would have taunted, I'd be like, I'm going to die anyway, so might as well have some fun and taunt and belittle the pathetic loser that seized this aircraft. But looking back, there is a part of me that wishes that it had been the other two planes that were successful and not the two that were successful. Because, yes, there would be more deceased sons and daughters of political elitists. And they definitely would be singing a different, probably more patriotic America First tune today. And according to the elitist powers that be, speaking of which, they have a message for we the people after that debate. Like, you got to feel bad for our little president because he was just getting over a code. Yeah, he was getting over a code. Yeah. Yeah, I've had codes all my whole life. I'm speaking code again. But I had codes all my life, and that wasn't somebody dealing with a code. That looked to me like somebody coming down from something. Pathetic. The thought that came to me, listening to that Dust for Blood Don McLean song, I was thinking about that episode of All in the Family where Archie's complaining, he just having spaghetti for supper again. Oh, but Archie, meat is so expensive. And that show represents a lot of what regular people were going through in the 70s, and it just occurred to me, I'm able to, I got a beautiful home, I got two good jobs, I'm making money, I can eat healthy. I can afford to eat healthy, and I think, boy, it's amazing how you have to sacrifice for kids. You have to sacrifice your own health to have kids, to have a family. Then why have kids? I mean, government is so anti-family, obviously. Keep it up, government. All you're going to get is dust for blood. Like that other video short I posted recently. Yeah, the right has its useful idiots, and so does the left. People are people, but the extreme right, according to the extreme right, Trump is a godsend, and according to the extreme left, Trump is a convict. No matter how you look at it, it's a little thing called identity politics that is keeping us divided and destroying America from within for the sake of elitist powers, the ones that have been in government for years. Those are the ones who are benefiting from this. That's why that other video short I made about, why is nationalism a bad word? Yeah, why? Why is nationalism, or the concept of nationalism, so evil? Depicted as so evil, especially by our legacy mainstream media, CNN, MSNBC. Yeah, the media from those sources will have you believe that, the American taxpayer needs to pay their fair share because America is evil, and it's tax, and the people there that pay the taxes are all bigots. That's why you wonder why Putin and that North Korean little Kim are getting together. They know what's up. They know we're going back to a system of nationalism. All nations are going back to a blank first. Whatever nation you're from, that you say that nation first. And the globalists don't want that. The globalist powers that be, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Obama, the Schumers, the Pelosi's, the Trudeau's, the Zelenskys. These are the people that don't want this because these are the only people that benefit from globalism. Free trade for globalist elitists. No, we want free and fair trade for the betterment of citizens of the nation making the trade. They know what they're doing. As to be a taxpayer or a commoner of a country, you really do need to be a person of extreme low self-esteem to support a BS system like globalism. I'll say one more thing on this subject matter. This is why elitist leaders here and all over the world cannot negotiate a successful trade deal that benefits taxpayers and commoners of a nation, of a given nation, because their only interest is their own benefit. Why is that so hard to understand? I better wrap this up. I work the 4th of July because I know my place, and I'm content with what God has chosen for me. Holidays are more for immediate family to enjoy anyways, and I don't have one, so... I find myself wondering if my desire for family life is truly evil. Fact is, I got a pretty awesome thing going here. Nobody to answer to, making money. After my mortgage and car payment, the expenses are fairly minimal. I'm not into drinking, not into smoking, not into doing drugs. I have an eating disorder that I'm slowly getting a handle on, despite the lies from the FDA fed to me over the years. But it is virtually a stress-free life. Meeting someone and bringing a life into this world would be a huge interruption to all that. Let's face it. And yet the desire persists. Maybe it's like comedian turned Senator Al Franken said as his Stuart Smalley SNL character once. I think we're screwed up about love and everything, because we learned what love is from our parents, which is that you find that one special person that was put on this earth just for you, and you put them through 40 years of living hell. As stated, I have no immediate family, but I do have extended family who do have immediate family, and sometimes I get the impression they feel obligated to convince me and society that they love these children they brought into this world, especially the ones who are not biologically theirs. When I was growing up, I'll use myself as an example. When I was growing up, I would tell family and friends, I just want to meet my one and only and have a biological child or two, and then if desired and can afford more, adopt the rest. I thought that was a pretty noble thing. I had to be realistic even early on in life, I guess. But enter modern extreme feminism. Convince these young, impressionable little females to strive to be strong, independent, girl boss, single moms who don't need a man and can be the man. Yeah, this was the gold in life for women now. This is like the gold in life for women. How's that working out for you, ladies? How's that working out? I shouldn't laugh at that. But it's really sad, the lies that have been spoon-fed to these innocent little girls. But back to me and what I believe God has chosen for me. There's just no earthly female that can give me the love I know now I can only get from a benevolent higher being. And I'm not going to spend my precious time on earth with an aging female feminist who can't keep up with me in the bedroom and is always throwing shade at me because she's bitter about her own life choices. No, thank you. I'll just keep doing what I do. And hook up with a female college graduate? Hell no! What? So, hook up with somebody who's going to make me feel like human garbage because I wasn't able to finish college? The hell with you. I was told I was shallow. I put females down here and I put my men and myself up here. Which is a funny accusation to get because most of my life it's actually been the exact opposite. I put myself down here and I put females up on a pedestal. But I can't do this go along to get along, fake happy, leftist promoted BS. Meanwhile, the people that have kids, we can't let the kids cannot know if we had it to do over again, we would choose not to have them. Well, hey, that's your life. As George Carlin would say, That's why I don't have to deal with your kids. That's why they're your kids. Truly unconditional love can only come from God. And I'm not God, I'm just a man. I cannot love unconditionally, especially a woman. And the funny thing about that is modern women expect, not only do they think they are entitled to it, they just expect that the man is just going to give them the very thing they cannot give a man. Unconditional love. Unconditional love is just not something that is of this earth. You know, sure, breasts, butts, and woo-haws are fun, but they're not the essence of femininity. They're only the icing on the cake. Or maybe I just need more from femininity than an earthly female can give. This video is already too long, so I'm just going to leave you with something to think about. You ever notice how 36 minutes after the hour still feels like 30 minutes after the hour? But 1 minute later, 37 minutes after the hour, damn near feels like 45 minutes after the hour. Funny how that works. It all comes down to perspective. Bye, Fairlight. Thank you for your time.